Yo, what is up, guys? It's SKFC back here today with another video. Today, we're going to be discussing the injury of one Martin Odegaard and seeing how that affects Arsenal's season. So, Odegaard was injured during the international break with the game against Austria, and he's said to be out for about 3 weeks. So, he's going to be missing the Tottenham game, the Manchester City game, as well as the Atalanta game. He's not due to be back until, I guess, the end of September or beginning of October. So honestly, I'm just gonna rule him out up until, I'd say, the PSG home game against in the Champions League. So he's due to basically miss these next couple of games. And honestly, we're just going to sit here and try to think about what that means for Arsenal's season. So obviously, Odegaard is an incredibly important player for the Gunners. He has been one of their best players in terms of creating as well as just in general build-up play. Like, if you look at their stats for last year, he was top of the assist charts. He scored 8 goals. He created the most big chances. He created the most chances in general. He was the highest for expected assists. So he's just generally an important player in terms of Arsenal scoring goals and creating chances. That's goes without saying given his role on the team. And I think another kind of underrated part of Odegaard's game is the role he plays for Arsenal in terms of their build-up. Especially given the type of midfielders that they have. So I'm going to show you his heat map, and if you look at his heat map, you see just how much he actually covers. So obviously, he covers the attacking area, and he also comes back to help in the build-up phase. Especially to assist, your Declan Rices of the world, who's not exactly the greatest in the build-up phase. So he's essentially, fulfilling two roles, as one player, which kind of just shows how important he is to Arteta's system. And it kind of maybe shows a little bit of the weakness of Arsenal in the sense that, having one player that does too many important roles now that they're out, how are you going to cope, right? And I think it's one of those things where, you kind of look at, his role. So, when they are trying to build up, and trying to pass through those back areas, he's usually really good in terms of, helping out. And then in the attack, he really likes to form, attacking triangles with, Saka on the right wing, and, Benjamin White, as the right back. They like to form a lot, like a nice little trio over here. So it will be interesting to kind of see how they cope without him being there. But, I'll be honest, it doesn't really bode well. If we take a look at kind of Arsenal's record with and without him for the 3 years that he's been here, it doesn't look too good. They in 19 matches where with Odegaard starting, they've only won 10 and have lost 7. So you're looking at an almost 50-50 win percentage there. And obviously, if you're a team that's trying to win the league, that's simply just not good enough. And I would say the biggest thing that jumps out to me is the actual goals per 90, the difference. So with him playing, they average 2 goals per 90. When without him playing, they average 1.6 goals per 90. And 1.6 goals per 90, see, that is on track to finish with 60 goals. 60 goals, in a Premier League season I would say that's upper mid-table level. Upper mid-table to Europa League level if you're going to be doing that. And obviously he's not going to be out for the whole season, so that's a bit premature for me to do that. But I more so meant, just in these games that are coming up, these aren't easy games. They're playing Tottenham away. Tottenham, who, finished top 5 last season, are looking to be a strong top 4 contender this year, and obviously going to be playing Manchester City. So who are the literal 4-time defending champions? So going into both those games without your best player or second best player, if you think Saka's better, which I have no issue with, is going to be a detriment. And also, the thing is that Arsenal have been kind of getting away with it for a while in terms of, because they've been one of the lucky teams the last 2 years in terms of not having any injuries. So it'll be interesting to see how they cope, with that, and if they will be able to do that or not. But we'll see for them, because obviously they want to win the league this year. That's the main thing that they want to do. And if they're going to do that, they're going to have to get a couple of results out of these 2 games, and even in the Champions League too. If they want to go far, Atalanta are not a weak team, and they're going to Bergamo in Italy to play them. So it'll be interesting to see how they try to rotate their squad, and deal with these setbacks. Yeah, honestly, I would say that their best bet would probably be to play Jorginho, alongside Partey, because I know Declan Rice is injured for the Tottenham game. So it'll be interesting to see if Arteta does that, or because I don't really know what Zinchenko's timeline is. I don't know if he's like injured right now or what's wrong with him, or they could maybe try going for a lot like those inverted left back with him and Partey. But I don't know. I think Jorginho would probably be the best bet to help just with the build-up phase, and then especially because Marino is going to be injured and Declan Rice is going to be suspended, and then maybe try and Havertz in that 10 role, and because he does also like to drift in towards the right as well. So having him trying to link up with Saka and Rice, and not Rice, and Ben White, and seeing how well that goes. But obviously, Arteta is the manager, so he'll figure out a plan, and it'll be interesting just to see what they do this weekend. So that's my video for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the injury and how that's going to affect Arsenal's season. I know I've been kind of slacking in terms of getting you guys content, so I might be giving you guys another video today. So stay tuned for that as well. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and have a good day.